khanacademy.org is a platform for students to do mostly maths exercises, although I know that Salman Khan and his team are trying to come up with exercises for other subjects, science subjects. So we are waiting for that day when those exercises will be available. But in the meantime, students can log on to, they can sign up to khanacademy.org. They can log on to khanacademy.org and basically just do math exercises. Now, the advantage of using khanacademy.org is that the exercises are personalized to the particular student. So obviously when the student starts, they are given an exercise to sort of gauge where they are in terms of their abilities and the skills that they know, and then as time goes on, the software is generating questions, and these questions are specifically based on what that student's needs in terms of their skills base. So it's generating questions that will help that particular student. And one of the advantages, or one of the things I like about Khan Academy, is that when it generates a question, or when it gives you a question, it will not move you on to the next question until you've got that question right. The other thing they do is, if you've got a question and you cannot answer it, you have an option to say that it's a topic that you haven't done yet, in which case you just click on haven't done this yet, and then it moves you on to the next question. Or you can it'll give you hints. So it'll give you hint number 1. Maybe a question can have maybe 4 or 5 hints or 6 hints, depending on the nature of the question. So those hints would help the student to at least know how to work it out even without a teacher. And after having maybe gone through those hints and maybe still discover that they cannot answer the question or they do not understand it, then there's a video that they can play, and this video is not the exact question, but it's related to the to that question, so they're able to do that. Then obviously if they still cannot do it, they can, and if they've got a tutor or a coach, as I call them, who is also signed up and has accepted the student as their student, then they're able to use a dashboard to be able to see where their students are struggling, and so they're able to pick up areas where their students are struggling. It's all color coded, so if the student has some red patches, then the tutor knows, or the coach knows, that the student needs help in that area. So it's the concept is based on flipping the classroom, where obviously the student is doing the work at home, or even if they're doing it in class, but the students are moving at different paces. So you could have, say you could have 20 students, and each one is working at their own pace and doing different exercises. Even if they are in the same grade, they could be doing different exercises. Then the teacher is able to see who needs help, and the students are also able to help each other whilst in the classroom. So I quite like Khan Academy, and I think anyone who is teaching maths should be using Khan Academy, because it's something that it's a platform that is able to diagnose the challenges that a particular student is facing. So you can, it's like it's done all the differentiation for you, because each student is working on their particular areas of skills need. Okay, and so if a student is doing well enough, they can move on to they can progress, and those who are not doing so well can continue to work on the areas where they are struggling. So it allows students not to be bound by their particular grade, but they can move on to the next stage and not wait for those who are struggling. So you can have different students in the same class, but everyone working at different on different skills. Okay, so I would recommend that if you're a teacher, you're a parent, okay, you can sign up for Khan Academy. You can have your children sign up. If you're a teacher, you can use that as a tool that can help you to identify the problems, but the specific or personalized problems that students are having. The only downside to this, if you're not in America, is that some of the notation is in American English, so that might confuse the students a little bit. But it's not a lot, and if it's to do with money, because it's American dollars and cents, you can always quickly teach them to identify the different coins which are used in the exercises. Otherwise, it's a tool that I would recommend. Thank you for watching.